Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. I haven't been feeling that great today. It's been a really big week so far. Where are we up to? Sorry, we are Thursday and it's already been a big week, but I've been thinking of fragrances and thinking about the fragrances I've been trying out this last month and really wanting to talk to you about it. And I felt like talking about the fragrances would also, help me feel a bit better, a bit less frazzled this week. Oddly, I've decided to sit here amongst the plants, so I hope that's okay. I just popped home at lunchtime and the rest of the house is quite warm. So enough of this explanation, right? Like, if you're interested to see what are some of the newer fragrances in my collection that I've been trying out in January, we've got three wonderful ones. One for me is this one. It's Seductive Noir by Guess. Now, I first heard about this, I think, I'd seen it around, but Amy Glam talks about this one a lot. And listening to her talk about it encouraged me to pick it up. I would describe this as a great everyday fragrance, particularly if you like vanillas that are aromatic. And the wonderful thing about Seductive Noir is it's an EDT strength. So I would call this all year round vanilla. So this is, sorry, I'm literally in the trees here, aren't I? All year round, summertime friendly vanilla. The aromatic quality in this comes from sage, which, on the skin, on the air, is practically identical to lavender. This one is often compared to Montgalan. It's a long time since I've smelled that. I think I've smelled it. I can't remember it enough to do the comparison for you. But I can well imagine it's similar because the sage top notes, what else have we got? We've got sage, bergamot and peony, but particularly the sage smells very lavendery. I really like this. The other one that it smells a bit like, I didn't bring it out, is the Lalique Le Parfum. That is another aromatic vanilla. And it's also a fairly light vanilla, I feel. And the aromatic quality in Lalique Le Parfum comes from the bay leaf. I think in the warmer weather, I definitely prefer Seductive Noir. And I'll just run through the other notes that so sage, bergamot, peony, iris, jasmine, sambac, lily of the valley. And at the base, we've got vanilla, Haitian vetiver and velvet. Velvet. This is better than you would think, and I think it's better than the price tag would have you believe. This is very affordable. What do I like about it? Wearable vanilla with a nice aromatic touch. If I didn't look at the notes, I would say there's almost a sugared violet in it, but I guess that's the iris. But there's something delicately sweet, like a sugared violet, candied violet, that kind of thing that comes through. This is also a fragrance that the dry down is amazing. So the opening, quite aromatic, the dry down is where the magic happens, really. It's a wonderful vanilla with some powdery, sweet aspects as well. Another one that I've been trying out in recent weeks, I had smelled it before, but I added it to my collection, is Beautiful Magnolia by Estee Lauder. In a very recent video, I talked about powdery fragrances that I'm loving, and because I'm in this kind of powdery, feminine, soft life self, I think, I wanted to add this one because it's another one like that. I'm just going to spray this. Oh, it's really lovely. It's really lovely. There's Magnolia. I get the Magnolia. I'm going to call up the notes. It's also quite aquatic, this. And I think there is lotus flower in, which is another note that's really standing out to me in the last 6 to 12 months. There's lotus flower in Kayali's Musk 12. They're not the same fragrances, but they give me a similar soft, feminine, peaceful energy, you know. But this beautiful Magnolia, yeah, it's soft florals. Magnolia, petals, lotus, mate in the top, Magnolia, gardenia, Turkish rose, solar notes in the mid, musk, sandalwood, and cedar in the base. I don't get a lot of gardenia in this. I know some of the reviews on Fragrantica were saying that the gardenia is too strong for people. I can usually pick out an obnoxious gardenia, and I don't get it in this. I get more that Magnolia with the lotus, so that lovely watery, in a good way. Yeah, watery, light, soft petals. The rose. Yes, because I know the mate is in there, I think it helps round out these florals. I've got to scratch my nose again, sorry. Yeah, I think because I know the tea note, the mate is in there, I can detect it. This lasts a few hours on the skin. Is it EDT or no? This is an EDP. This is an EDP. It's a light floral EDP. It does last a few hours. I should have said, guys, Seductive Noir, which is an EDT, lasts a good 4 or 5 hours, which is amazing. That's that one. This one doesn't last as long, but it's a gentler scent. And absolutely, it's in the family, Musk 12. We've got the musk, the sandalwood's not prominent here. But really, really, really lovely. I'm a bit out of it today, I think, so I will keep this ball rolling. But perfect spring, summertime scent, beautiful Magnolia by Estee Lauder. On the top again, we have Flower Bomb Midnight by Viktor and Rolf. I really like this. It has received mixed reviews, and probably because it's not a heavy scent. Maybe people expected this to be a heavy scent. It does evoke for me night blooming white florals. There is a night blooming jasmine in here, and I can remember growing up, we had this, I forget what it was called. It wasn't jasmine, it was a night blooming orchid, maybe. And it bloomed like once a year. And that was it. That night, it was kind of, it had long petals, white. And, you know, if we knew it was about to bloom, we'd all go out and watch it bloom. And it would literally bloom before your eyes, and it would be collapse before sunrise. Yes, this does evoke standing in a cool garden that's very hushed and quiet, and there's moonlight coming through. It 100% evokes that. So I think Viktor and Rolf has done a good job with this floral fragrance. There's fruits at the top, blackcurrant, pomegranate. Very appealing. I think most of us like those blackcurrant notes when they're done well. You do get the pomegranate, night blooming jasmine, peony, white musk, and vanilla. So it's not super complicated, and it's also not super heavy. I haven't had a chance to wear this out of an evening yet, but really look forward to doing so, because I think this would be absolutely perfect in warm weather. It would just radiate off the skin. Yeah, this is lovely. It is transportative. It's very floral with some berries and pomegranate. I look forward to wearing this more. That is Flower Bomb by Flower Bomb Midnight. I beg your pardon. It's lighter in a sense than the original Flower Bomb. Here we have the one that I am not a fan of. You can see a dent in here. That is because I've been using this as a room spray. Let's start at the beginning. Baroque Satin Oud by, I think it's Mason Alhambra. I will write it on the screen. I don't own Oud Satin Mood, but when I've smelled it, adore it. Who doesn't? Let me know. Let me know if you're a fan of the MFK Oud Satin Mood. I think it's divine. I live in a warm climate, so haven't bought a bottle because of the price. How much wear would I get? It's very potent, all of that kind of thing. So I saw this, and this is an inspired by version, Baroque Satin Oud of, I think some went on me. Okay. Of Oud Satin Mood. There is a very fine thread that runs through this that is somehow reminiscent of Oud Satin Mood. That very warm, sweet, lovely undercurrent of Oud Satin Mood. There's a tiny little bit of that. What there is a lot of in this is, to my nose, a very obnoxious violet note. The violet note in this, give me a second. And yeah, there's violet in Oud Satin Mood, but as far as I can tell, it's all just beautifully blended to give some powderiness to Oud Satin Mood, right? I'm not an expert on Oud Satin Mood, but Oud Satin Mood, well-loved masterpiece, etc. The violet in this, when I first got this, which is a few weeks ago now, the violet was so obnoxious. All I could think of was those industrial air freshener type smells. The kind of air freshener smell, I don't think it's around anymore, but it used to be if you went to motels, they would often have, like lower end motels on car trips, they would often use this particular, whether it was a carpet deodorizer or, right? I don't know. Let me know if you know. That's this. The violet in this is that kind of powder bomb. So I have tried it on my skin, and I have put it aside for a few weeks as well, as I say. Honestly, the violet has settled down a touch, but this is not Oud Satin Mood, Baroque Satin Oud. It is not the same. I would not even think of Oud Satin Mood when I smell this, unless someone told me that that's what inspired it. The reason I'm putting so much energy behind this is there are people on YouTube that say this is wonderful. I'm glad for them. I'm really glad for them. But to my nose, the violet, horrible. The violet is so dominant, so powdery. I won't talk any more about it. I'll continue to use it as a room spray until I get sick of it for that. We're ending on that negative note, I'm afraid. I hope you're all having a really good week. And I'm interested if you've got any of these and what you think. Particularly the Flower Bomb Midnight. That was another one that's a bit controversial. I really like it. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.